Hello, adventurers! Get ready to dive into the big blue ocean to meet one of its most incredible residents. Today, we're talking about the common bottlenose dolphin. You've probably seen them in movies or at marine parks with their famous smiles. These animals are truly special. Their scientific name is Tursiops truncatus, which sounds very fancy, but it just helps scientists all over the world know exactly which animal they are studying. These dolphins belong to the whale family, known as cetaceans, which means they are mammals just like us. They breathe air, give birth to live babies, and are warm-blooded, which is amazing for a creature that spends its entire life in the water. Bottlenose dolphins are true world travelers. You can find them in temperate and tropical waters all across the globe. They are not just found in one ocean, they live in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They even swim in smaller seas like the Mediterranean Sea. This wide distribution shows just how adaptable these animals are. They can live in many different marine environments, from the warm waters near the equator to the cooler currents farther north and south. Imagine being able to call almost every ocean on Earth your home. It's this incredible range that makes them one of the most well-known dolphin species on our planet. There are two main types, or ecotypes, of bottlenose dolphins, and where they live makes them different. First, we have the coastal dolphins. These guys prefer to live in shallow waters close to the shore. You might spot them in bays, estuaries, and along the coastline. Because they live near land, they often have to deal with more human activity. Then there are the offshore dolphins. These dolphins are the deep water explorers. They live far out in the open ocean in much deeper waters. They are built for a different kind of life, traveling long distances across vast stretches of sea, which makes them a bit more mysterious and harder for us to study. So what does a bottlenose dolphin look like? They have sleek, torpedo-shaped bodies that are perfect for gliding through the water at high speeds. Their skin is smooth and rubbery, and it's usually a light gray to a dark slate gray color. Their bellies are often a lighter shade, sometimes pinkish or white, which helps them blend in with the bright surface of the water when seen from below. They can grow to be quite large, typically between 6 to 13 feet long, and can weigh anywhere from 300 to a whopping 1,400 pounds. Their most famous feature is their short, thick snout, or beak, which gives them their bottlenose name. When we talk about smart animals, bottlenose dolphins are at the top of the list. They have large, complex brains and show incredible intelligence. Scientists believe they are one of the smartest animals on Earth. They can solve problems, learn new tricks, and even seem to understand simple commands from humans. One of the most amazing things they do is use tools. For example, some dolphins in Australia have been seen carrying sea sponges on their beaks to protect them from sharp rocks while they hunt for food on the seafloor. This kind of behavior shows they can think and plan, which is a sign of very high intelligence. Dolphins are also extremely social creatures. They live in groups called pods, which can be small groups of just a few dolphins or large superpods with hundreds of individuals. Living in a pod helps them hunt, protect each other from predators like sharks, and raise their young. Within these pods, they form strong friendships and bonds that can last a lifetime. They communicate with each other using a complex system of clicks, whistles, and body movements. Each dolphin even has its own unique signature whistle, which is like its own name. They use these whistles to call out to each other and keep track of who is nearby. Being smart and social makes them fantastic hunters. Bottlenose dolphins have a varied diet and are not picky eaters. They love to eat fish, squid, and crustaceans like shrimp. Their hunting strategies are clever and often involve teamwork. One amazing technique is called fish herding, where the pod works together to circle a school of fish, packing them into a tight ball. Then the dolphins take turns swimming through the ball to grab a meal. Some coastal dolphins even use a technique called strand feeding, where they chase fish onto a muddy riverbank, slide out of the water to grab them, and then slide back in. Another incredible hunting tool they have is echolocation. Since it can be dark and difficult to see underwater, dolphins use sound to see their world. They send out high-frequency clicks from their foreheads, and these sound waves travel through the water. When the clicks hit an object, like a fish or a rock, the sound bounces back as an echo. The dolphin listens to these returning echoes with its lower jaw, which sends the information to its brain. This creates a detailed mental picture of their surroundings, allowing them to find food and navigate even in complete darkness. It's like having built-in sonar. The life of a bottlenose dolphin begins after a mother carries her baby, called a calf, for about a year. When the calf is born, it's a very special moment. The mother will often swim to the surface right away to help her newborn take its first breath of air. Dolphin calves are born tail first, which is unusual for mammals, but it prevents them from drowning during birth. The mother is not alone. Other dolphins in the pod, often called aunties, will swim close by to help protect the mother and her new baby from any potential dangers. This shows just how strong their social bonds are and how they support each other. Mother dolphins are excellent caregivers. A calf will stay very close to its mother for several years, learning everything it needs to know to survive in the ocean. The calf nurses on its mother's rich milk, which helps it grow big and strong. This nursing period can last for up to 2 years. During this time, the mother teaches her calf how to hunt, how to communicate using whistles and clicks, and how to navigate the vast ocean. She also teaches her baby about the social rules of the pod and how to avoid predators. This long period of learning is crucial for the young dolphin's future success. Bottlenose dolphins can live for a long time. In the wild, their average lifespan is around 40 to 50 years, though some have been known to live even longer, reaching 60 years of age. Their lifespan depends on many factors, including whether they are a coastal or offshore dolphin. Offshore dolphins, living in the deep ocean, tend to have a slightly longer lifespan because they face fewer threats from human activities. Living a long life allows them to form complex relationships, raise multiple calves, and pass down important knowledge and behaviors from one generation to the next, creating a rich and dynamic dolphin culture. One of the most unique and surprising facts about these animals is how they sleep. Since dolphins need to breathe air, they can't fall into a deep sleep like we do, or they would drown. Instead, they have a remarkable ability called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. This means they let one half of their brain sleep at a time, while the other half stays awake and alert. This allows them to continue swimming, watch for predators, and remember to go to the surface to breathe. You might see a sleeping dolphin slowly swimming along with one eye open and one eye closed. Even though bottlenose dolphins are common and found all over the world, they still face many dangers, and their conservation status is something we need to pay close attention to. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, lists them as a species of least concern globally. But this doesn't tell the whole story. Some specific populations, especially coastal dolphins living in certain areas, are at high risk. These groups are threatened by local problems and could disappear if we don't take action to protect them. So, while the species as a whole is doing okay, some of our dolphin neighbors are in serious trouble. The biggest threats to bottlenose dolphins come from human activities. One major problem is pollution. Chemicals, plastics, and other trash that end up in the ocean can make dolphins sick or injure them. Dolphins can accidentally swallow plastic bags, thinking they are jellyfish, or get tangled in old fishing nets, a problem known as ghost gear. Another significant threat is noise pollution. The ocean is getting louder due to boat traffic, construction, and underwater exploration. This noise can interfere with their echolocation, making it hard for them to find food, communicate, and navigate, which is incredibly stressful for them. Coastal dolphins face even more challenges because they live so close to us. Their habitats, like bays and estuaries, are often affected by coastal development, which can destroy the places they use for feeding and raising their young. They are also at a higher risk of being accidentally caught in fishing gear, which is called bycatch. This is one of the leading causes of death for dolphins and other marine mammals around the world. Collisions with boats are another serious danger for dolphins that live in busy waterways. We must be mindful of how our actions on land and at sea impact these intelligent creatures. So what makes bottlenose dolphins so special? It's their incredible intelligence, their complex social lives, and their playful, curious nature. They are a keystone species, meaning the health of their population tells us a lot about the health of the entire ocean ecosystem. By protecting bottlenose dolphins, we are also helping to protect the oceans they call home. We can all do our part by reducing plastic use, being responsible boaters, and supporting organizations that work to clean up our oceans and protect marine wildlife. These smiling swimmers of the sea are a true treasure, and it's up to us to ensure they continue to thrive for generations to come.